dated February 11, 2025.
So moved.
I'll second.
We have a motion from Smith and a second from Lewis. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion passed. Item 4, departmental reports. I'm gonna start off with finance. Ms. Elsie,
The report.
no report. Item B, Chief Bruce, Fire Department.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, everyone. This report reflects the activities of the building department, zoning department, fire department, and inspectional services from March 11th, 2025 through, February 11th, 2025 to March 10th, 2025. Fire department responded to 241 calls. They responded to 7 structure fires. 1 was in town, 6 were assisting other towns. We also responded to 176 ambulance calls. Year to date, we have 609 calls. During that time period, we performed preventative maintenance on all vehicles and all necessary repairs were made. Inspectional services conducted complaint inspections, enforced village codes, picked up trash, boarded up properties as needed, performed inspectional properties, inspections for properties for occupancy of single-family license and building permits. Tickets issued for non-compliance were 53, permits taken in for review were 37, permits issued for work were 26, for a total value of $10,394. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions or comments for the fire chief? Public Works Director, Mr. Henning.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
For the last month, we're out picking up trash on the streets daily. The street sweeper's also out daily, 2 days out doing water samples. 50 utility locates were done, 3 emergency shutouts were performed, 2 days out for meter readings, 4 days out for meter appointments. 4 water main breaks were repaired, 4 water services were repaired. 3 days out for sign work, 5 days out for pothole patching. We had the salt trucks out for 3 days. 2 days snow plowing, 2 dead trees were cut down, 4 locations were cleaned up from fly dumping, and we also had 175 tons of salt delivered and pushed into the bin. And this concludes my report.
Thank you, sir. Any questions or comments for the Public Works Director? Police Department, Chief Darkreed.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
The Riverdale Police Department is currently in the process of taking applications for community support liaison. Those actually being taken online. We are actively attempting to hire additional staff members for this position. All, please be mindful of, use caution, and expect delays regarding road construction on Halsted between 142nd and 134th. Both northbound and southbound lanes have been reduced to 1 lane thus far today. It was during the day, but possibly it will be through the evening later on. Police Department has hired 2 new lateral police officers who are now in the start of their field training process. 1 gentleman came from the Railroad Police and 1 gentleman came from the Robbins Police Department. And as in always, the Police Department, and I would like to thank all of our residents for the great participation and communication with our police department and helping us with our local issues. Thank you, sir. This concludes my report.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions or comments? Madam Clerk.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Just to let you know, the business license renewal notices will be going out this week. All business licenses do expire April 30th. If you don't pay by April 30th, your fee is doubled. If you are a business owner here sitting in the audience today. Thank you.
Thank you, Clerk. Village Attorney.
Thank you, no report.
Village Engineer.
Thank you, Mayor. How you doing? Great. Just to share with everyone that the village will be submitting an application for grant funds as part of the Cook County Community Development Block Grant Program. We'll be applying for approximately $500,000 as the cap that's on the program, and the target project will be the improvement of local alleys. There's also going to be a grant application submitted for Cook County's Invest in Cook program, which is geared towards transportation improvements. The Metro 144th Street commuter parking lot is what's going to be targeted. And lastly, just I'd like to mention that the contractor will be resuming with activities on the village's sidewalk replacement program. There were two programs or two projects as part of this program, for village-wide coverage of, concrete sidewalk squares on the public right-of-way. So one of the items that is outstanding is the landscape restoration. You may have noticed there's a lot of mounds of, soil in the parkway. Well, the contractor will be coming back to the site. He'll be removing those spoils and he'll be placing topsoil and seed, for landscape restoration. And that concludes my report.
Any questions for the engineer?
Yes. Chuck, do you know when they gonna start working on the north end of town?
As far as.
Because customers, people are coming to me asking when are they gonna start on the north end of town?
Is there a plan?
Everything been done on the south end of town.
Oh, well, one of the alleys that we've, applied for, or that is identified for improvement is the alley between School Street and Atlantic Avenue between 139th and 138th Street. That may start the latter part of this year. The sidewalk program, as far as the improvements, they're village-wide, so they've been taking place all over town,
It's
north
not,
side and south
it's
side.
not the sidewalks, it's the alleys and
I understand.
the whole north end.
Yes, we applied for funds to get the sidewalks approved, to get the alleys approved, get the alleys approved. Yeah, we do.
I'm getting tired of people
absolutely.
knocking on my door.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Just let them know that it's a rolling project. We apply for alleys all over town, we do. But they only can be improved as they're
But
approved.
majority of the time, the south end town been done, the north end town needs, we need to start working on that. Thank you.
Absolutely, you're welcome. And that concludes my report, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Any trustee reports?
No, sir.
There are no trustee reports, pursuant to the Open Meetings Act. Members of the public will have opportunity to address the board. Once you're recognized by the chair, please state your name for the record. You will have 3 minutes to speak, once per meeting. Mr. Smith?
I have several questions. How much do we owe the city of Chicago in water?
I have to look into that.
Okay. The second question is, I know that our village has been pursuing local businesses that owe property tax. How much have we spent in that project, and what has it yielded to the village financially? How much have we spent on attorney fees? How much have we spent just totally going after these businesses that own property tax to the village? And what have the village gained from that? Okay. The other question is Andre Russell, his position. I believe he is the senior advisor. How much is he paid, and what does his position entail? What does he do for the seniors in the senior programming? Okay. My next question is about the budget process. I understand that our budget is coming to fruition where we have to renew it or do another budget. What is the information? Will you share it with the residents to let us know what's going on so that we can attend the meetings to talk about some of the things and initiatives we'll like to see the village do as a part of the budget process?
Yes, before the budget is approved.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else with any questions for the board?
I have a question. Angela Dennis once again. There appears to be not, including the minutes that were approved today, there are 8 sets of minutes that are missing. When will they be uploaded? This goes back to November of last year.
I don't know if you reached out to me, Ms. Dennis. I know somebody didn't explain what that was. You may be referring to.
It wasn't me.
Oh, okay, it wasn't you. But electoral board minutes are not done by myself. They are done by a court reporter. I do not take that transcript. Neither do I take minutes at the zoning board hearings, just so you know. So those were the minutes I believe you may be referring to, because right now I think there's nothing outstanding on the minutes right now.
So who's responsible for making sure they get uploaded timely?
You know, but I'm gonna refer to the attorney regarding the electoral board minutes, if I may, Ryan.
Minutes in general, because it's more than that. today was the committee of the whole, but from every special board meeting, electoral meeting, every meeting is missing from November 12th.
No, ma'am.
Do you have a particular date that you're referencing?
I have a lot of dates. I can give them all to
May I
you.
have them, please?
Hold on.
Yeah, cause I know several were canceled. so I know
November,
referring
no,
to
these,
that.
none of these were canceled. November 12th, November 14th, December 4th, December 13th, January 28th, and February 11th, there were 2 meetings, the special board and the committee
Well,
of the
today
whole.
is
And
March.
the 24th of January as well.
And so February's, minutes will just be approved in February, I mean,
Right.
in March. So
That's what I
obviously
just
you
said,
wouldn't see those
excluding
posted.
today.
So they will be posted after these meetings. So
Understood.
that's not anything that's,
That leaves 8.
Any other questions or comments, ma'am?
I'm asking when they'll be uploaded so we can review them.
We'll be sure to let IT know to get them posted on the website.
Is there TBD or ETA when I can check that?
We'll be sure to make it a priority for you. Anyone else wishes to address the board?
Can you classify priorities since it's 4 months past due?
Ma'am, we should have them up within a couple of days, okay?
Thank you.
If I might, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir.
I just looked at those dates that you listed.
Mhm.
I haven't looked at each one of them, but to the clerk's point, those dates that you listed were for other types of meetings, not village board, not COW meetings, as she indicated. Those minutes are not kept by a full-time staff member. There is no requirement to upload those to the website. So that's why they wouldn't be uploaded to the website, as opposed to village board and COW meetings.
So you're saying there's no obligation for the board to make sure that the residents are informed on meetings that happen here while you're sitting here?
That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the Open Meetings Act requires that minutes be kept, and they are kept. Then they are only required to be uploaded if there is a full-time staff person dedicated to doing that. And there
That's
is
not
not
what
for the
Robert's
zoning
Rule
board
of
or the
Order
electoral
says.
board.
That's not what Robert Rule of Order says. If
What-
there's a dedicated person, a part-time, that's not what it says.
I'm not referring to Robert's Rules of Order, I'm referring to
But the
the
meetings are
statute.
held
Open Meetings Act.
according to Robert's Rule of Order.
Open Meetings Act controls the production and uploading of minutes.
Which is Robert's Rule of Order.
It is not.
According to your website, it is. Check your ordinances, I can send it to you if you like.
Well, I know what you're referring to, you're
Because it's
saying that the village board operates under Robert's Rules of Order. But the keeping of minutes is governed by state statute, not Robert's Rules of Order.
I'll send you the details of what I refer to. And so to be clear, there's no obligation for any meeting held in this room to be uploaded for public view.
That again is not what I said. Village board and COW meetings, special meetings of the village board are different than the meetings you cited here, which are electoral board and zoning board meetings, which the clerk is not in charge of keeping those minutes.
Didn't say the part. I just said
There's no
uploaded. I'm
full-time
not,
staff
you know,
member
headed to
who's
ours.
responsible.
I'm just asking who's responsible. Okay.
Is there anyone, Ms. Henny?
As a recent candidate for trustee, I'm very concerned about, the comments that were made to me as I was campaigning about our senior building on 144-22. The conditions that those seniors expressed to me that they're living in, I would hate for any of us to have senior relatives having to live in that building. They were complaining to me about mice rampant in their apartments, mold, not having enough things in their, not having dryers and washers in their basements. Who's in charge of that building? Why are we letting our seniors live like that in Riverdale?
Chief, you wanna talk about your investigation?
Yes, we had, investigation on one building, that we, with the mice on it, which as you referred to, we did find findings of that. They were in the process of, a maintenance man had left, trying to find another maintenance man. So we, cited them, and we have been following up. They have hired a maintenance person, they are taking care of the mice. There was a problem with their garbage chute, we got that taken care of. There was a problem with their, elevator that wasn't working right, we had them, we ordered them to have that taken care of, they took care of that within 2 days. And so we're following up now, make sure everything's
Well,
going.
but it seems like that these problems, you all are not keeping an eye on that building, these problems are ongoing. I even called residents in that building during my call, and everybody is complaining about conditions in that building.
First I heard is,
Somebody needs to be on that building consistently, making sure our seniors are not living like that in Riverdale.
we inspected it, there was no signs of that, so it appeared that there was a problem with the garbage chute, and that's what attracted the mice. As soon as we were notified, we took care of it, we took care of it immediately. But I did not know, we can't go in, and I don't have the manpower to send somebody there every day.
Well, but it should be an ongoing maintenance thing, they should be on a cycle for extermination and
That's on them.
site checks and stuff like that. They shouldn't have to be living with mice and
Right.
mold.
It's the management company, we advised them of the same thing you just did, the management company that runs that building.
Anyone else who wishes to address the board? Is there anyone else who wishes to address the board? If there's no one else who wishes to address the board, I entertain a motion to adjourn at 7:29 PM.
So moved.
We have a motion from Lewis and a second from Riley Pinckney. All in favor? Opposed? Ayes have it, we adjourn. Thank you, everyone. Please have